Happy New Year, guys! It's Crystal with Art It Out, and here is a video that you guys have been waiting for. I teased you with it here and there on the group. It is time for January's first prop of 2019, which is going to be this yummy journal. This is one I made by my own. I loved it so much that I knew we had to do it as a group. So, I have shared previously what you need, but let's go over a little bit what you're going to need. This one has 57 pages. I counted right before here. I don't think that includes the two covers I had on because these were an afterthought. These were. So it was mainly looking like this. So there are 57 pieces in there. You're going to need different pieces. This one I used a lot of different things that I wanted to art on. Denim, old wasted paint paper, the wallpaper. Old cool bag I've been saving, actual watercolor paper, canvas, free fabric samples we got, craft paper, photo paper. This is a photo paper, canvas, just whatever floats your boat. Okay, guys. I put in and used a lot of pieces of sample. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Are you excited? I know I am. So, besides, first thing you need to do is collect your substrates. What are you going to work on? I picked out a variety here. I use that in my other one. Some more pieces of fabric. I've got some pieces of paper I use like for spraying some things. Some textiles I received. Pieces of old cards. I use in this one, I've picked out a lot of junk mail. Pieces that I kept from when we did all those freebies through the mail. I'll put the iCAD up there in the corner. You can get all kinds of cool freebies from companies. I've got all kinds of these cards, and these are actually for their paper. So this is thick, different types of paper, different poundage, different coating. So, and same with these. These are all different. Satin paper, gloss paper, canvas, textured fine arts, all these yummy pieces. These are thick too. Piece of card. I've got a couple tags I grabbed out of my tag box. More of the free samples. These are thick. Use them, guys. Nice big piece of cardstock. We've got pieces of like a tableclothing. I got free samples of. So I picked out a bunch of yummies to use, which is what you guys hopefully have done, gotten ready for it. If not, pause the video and go get your goodies. So now, what are you gonna do? You need to decide what size you want to do. On my first one here, I recommend picking a piece of your paper, a piece of your journal, and use that as your base. So, like, I went with this one was my base. I didn't want to get any bigger than this. I was okay going smaller. I just didn't want to go any bigger than that. Okay? And there's a few that do stick up, but there's a lot of them in there that are a lot smaller. That is my preference. If you don't want this, we're looking for, let's pause. I want to get this out. If you think you're going to make this journal and it's going to be just perfect and nothing out of the way, just perfect, this is the wrong journal for you. This is not about being perfect. This is about making a chunky, out of ordinary, lumpy, crumpy, frumpy, wrinkly, pages are coming out. It's all part of the beauty. Everything we're going to do to this is just going to make it more cool. So, I just want to throw that out there because I know some people are perfectionists. This is not the journal you want to make then. Alright, let's get started. I decided I was going to go with, this is my base. I do not want to go any taller or wider. So, that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take my pieces. You have all these. Bentley's back there doing something he's not supposed to. which is not good. And I'm going to cut them down because that one's going to be perfect. That one's okay. I'm going to put that to the side. I know all of these are going to be perfect. All these little ones that I showed you are fine. Some more that I know are okay on sides. I don't need a cut. I'm just going to throw those over here. This one's going to need to be cut. These are going to need to cut. All these I'm going to have to cut. So I'm going to get my cutter out, cut these out. I'm not going to share that because you guys know how to cut your stuff. And while, make sure you grab, when you come back, you're going to need your glue. Remember, I shared what I used, which was one of these. I actually got a small bottle at Hobby Lobby for my first project, $2.47. I went back because I about used all of that and bought me an 8-ounce one. They did have for $5.99. You can find this on Amazon. It is a little more pricey, but they do have it. What you're looking for is a bookbinding glue. Well, if you can't have a bookbinding glue because it's kind of expensive, use one that is a flexible wind dried glue and fast sitting, and this one works great. All right. Alrighty, guys. Now, if you got yours cut to the size you want, I highly recommend doing different doing different sizes. You know, I should say I hope you now that you picked one the biggest you want and keep them all within it. Go with different sizes, guys, because that is one thing that makes this one kind, in my opinion, yummy. Is because, see, you can turn a page and see several different pages because they're different sizes, and I love that. I have not done anything in it besides put it together. I'm waiting for you guys. So after this video, I will start actually working in it. So, all right, you're gonna want to layer, get your pages, substrates layered. Okay. You want to get them in the spots you want them. You don't want to have to be sorting and picking when you're putting this together because you're not going to have the number of hands to do it, and it's going to be a lot easier. I found that out. So for me, I was debating on what to put for the front and back. I think I'm going to go ahead and put, I was going to do those, but they're thick. But being the very first one, I want something pretty sturdy. So I'm thinking I am going to go ahead and use one of these, but I don't want to. Let's do this. I'm going to go with what I want to do. So I'm going to go with, this will be my front of the book. This doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be your cover, guys. It can be, but you can also attach a cover, and I will show you how to do that because this was not stuck on here. I had that idea of distressing that, so that's why I went with that way. Anywho, so you're gonna start layering it, layer it backwards. So face down like it would be. This is the glue spot, so you need to remind yourself, put a piece of glue there, or put, you know, and you can put them all over. You don't have to put them exactly in the middle, you know. You don't have to, but just keep them. Actually, right now it doesn't matter because right now you are just putting in paper, so just get it the way you're going to want it. I have been keeping mine pretty, what I want to decorate, I did on one side, because I'm looking at this, and I know this journal is going to be something more textile for me. I'm going to make myself add material to the pages, and that's just for me, but I don't know if I'm going to be writing on both sides of these, because this is, like I said, I have 7 pages in this, so this is going to be one chunky monkey, so I may not do both sides, you know, so that's something to keep in mind. Also, something to keep in mind if you are, oh my goodness, I will get this, guys. If you are wanting to, now would be the time. I will get it out. I will get it out. It's just pissing me off right now. God dang it. Now would be the time to, before you put your pages, to sew pages, if that's something you want to do. Sew your pages on. Now would be the time. And I say that because you're going to, want that way. It will be, it's easier if you do it like that. Unfortunately, my friggin', I'm not a guru on this type of thing at all. So don't mind my, I would have to say dumbness. You want to put that one like that. Or do we want it like that? Do that. We're going to do it that way. Stop me. Yeah, yeah. You know, you have your top bobbin and then you have the underneath bobbin. Well, my underneath one ran out, or it came unthreaded, and I can't get it to rethread. I have the hardest time getting the underneath one string up above, if that makes any sense at all. I'm sure to a couple of you it might. I hope so. Because I'm like having a duh moment here, trying to explain it. As you can see, this is getting thick, and I'm barely touched it. So that one is going to be the backing. Whoop. Where's that? This is like, no, let's put, I'm getting it. Deciding. Remember, this is how your stuff will lay. Try to keep it in the order. I love those colors. I really do. I'm keeping holes on the outside because I'm going to go ahead and use those as part of my yummies, because I can attach, you know, strings and things like that to it. And I'm trying to go up and down because I want them kind of all over. So, see, this is canvas that I got free, and it's lovely. Which way do I want to go, guys? I think we're going to go right there. Put that, and then thinking that. No, yeah, that. Doesn't matter. Of course, you want to try to keep your straight edges there too, because that's where you're going to connect to the and there's my back. I think I like it like that better. I can really do much more with that. So we're gonna do like that. Okay, so we got them all lined up. This one is not as big as that one, I don't think. Let's count here. Counting the front and back, because they are going to end up being part of the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $37 is what I got. So, and I think I screwed it up. Did I screw it up? No. Okay. Keep that. Alright, I go like this. I'm having a brain moment here, trying to figure out which way I had the, looks like, there we go. Alright, so there's my top, there's my bottom. After all that, we figured it out. So, now, you can use anything with this, with your glue. This one is, I use this book binder. I received it a long time ago from a art peep, and I think they said it was like book binding type of stuff. It's really, I mean, it's like super hard and crusty, and that's what I use. I put that right up on the mic, and I'm so sorry, guys, for that one. And I'm going to use it for this one too because I do like how it worked. You can use whatever you want. Just realize though, we're going to be using a lot of glue. So if it's not thick enough, make sure you put something down like wax paper or something for you're not gluing yourself to the table and whatnot. Because like I said, we're going to be gluing it on big time. I want to make sure I get this long enough so I can always cut it off, the excess. In fact, I like having to cut it off is better than just right for me on this, because yeah, you'll see. I don't know how to put it, but you'll see what we're going to be doing. One thing I don't like is how this kind of goes up on me. Alright. Make sure you have amount of time to do this, because as we go, you're going to see what I'm going to do and what you're going to be doing, and you need a few minutes to do this. Okay. Alrighty, guys, and we are ready to go. Got your pile, you got your backing. I'm looking because I want to make sure I don't. Thing with starting from the front to back, you want to not start way too far in on your backing. So kind of measure a little bit about where I want to start with. Right about there. You're going to need a brush and your glue. And this is how we do it. Now, how I seen done something similar to this, they painted the pages each and then put it on. No, that's not what we're doing. I'm trying to get this glue. This is my leftover one. I want to use it first, so it's going to take a few seconds to... Ooh. Okay. But don't put too much on too quick, because then it's going to... oh my goodness, I'm losing things right and left. Then it's going to dry before you get to it. So, alright, get you a nice little puddle there. And you're going to take your first piece, and how you're going to, I don't care for this thing, is you slide it kind of on, see how I'm grouping it? So basically you're going to have a line of glue there, and you're going to kind of push and stand up. Okay? Not lay down like I just did. But it's important for that first piece to be kind of probably harder. So I'm going to actually, we're going to make that end up being, oh my goodness, we're just making a mess. And you know why I'm making a mess? Because I'm on camera. I did this last time with very little problem. Alright, so I'm going to change it up. Slide that on. Slide it on there. And stand it up. Okay. Now you're going to slide it on. I hope you guys are in camera. I will check as soon as I'm done getting this one on. And slide it up. Now, you can take here and there and go on each side of them. Kind of make sure you got the glue. But if you see, my glue is already starting to dry that I put out. So you really must have both hands ready for this. Like this. And then start, guys. That's all you do, is you start putting kind of scoop it. scoop it. See how I'm getting that little train. It's not easy, guys, but once you get going, it is easier, okay? Once you get a good base there, it's a lot easier. Okay, so we need a little bit more there. And yes, I got a brush in my mouth, guys. Come on. And stand it up. I'm gonna take that and kind of just go, just kind of a little bit on there. So I got it, and then stand it up. I'm not holding these. I'm trying to keep it up. Trying to. The front keeps moving a little bit. So, but you want to keep them just standing up to glue. Other than that, it doesn't matter. There we go. Like I said, you will be using a lot of glue, which is why Bentley's gonna start screaming. And yummy page standing up. That's why I said the lighter papers that I used the first time, I really didn't use a lot this time because they don't stand. They wrinkle, so you don't get as good as a thingy on it. Glue on there. They move around way too much. Let's see how that one's got some good glue going still. There we go. Come on, guys. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, you're in camera. Not getting a great view of it. But now you can see why I say it's a messy journal. And pages are everywhere and all over, and it's just yummy, 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 yummy. So, that one's a little funky. Hello. Oh, he wanted to be in there, so he's gonna be in there. Let's put him down there. Put that one. And some of them are going to glue together, and you're going to have to kind of pull them apart. But that's half the fun, in my opinion. It gives more character to your journal because grab all that. Okay, that one's good. There we go. The front ones are starting to really stick, so I'm not having to worry so much about them. You can see we're just doing this. Bentley, you done picking up yet? You pick up your toys? Huh? You gotta pick up all those Legos if you want the TV back on. And just keep on going, guys. Remember, you don't have to have them in all the same way. You can layer differently. Have fun with it. This one, I didn't put a debated putting it in, but I really like it, so hey, why not? You know what? And then pull it up. We are going to get a cord in there. Oh, come on. There we go. So you do a lot of it one-handed. Or if you're lucky enough to have somebody to help you, you'll be doing great. So I slide and sit it up. Slide and sit it up. So you're kind of bunching it up. Let me set this down. You're kind of bunching it up as I do. If you notice, I get a roll on there, and then I kind of butt it right up there. Okay, like that. I'll put it, just get a little bit. Like that. Whoops. That's not going to make me happy. I'll wet my fingers so I can get that off a little bit. I don't mind it normally sticking, but oh, there we go. That one, I really don't want it to. Yeah, that front's pretty much in place. It's not doing a lot of movement, which is good. That's what we want. And you hear Mr. Bentley. Pick him up, baby doll. Or you can play with something else. What are you making? A what? A slide. Is it for the Krusty Krab? Huh? Oh, okay. Ah, I keep dropping this dang brush. Yep. And this is all you do, guys. It's easy as you're doing. You're gonna be like, oh, it is easier. It's like I said, see, it's almost setting up on its own. I'm trying not to put a clip in until I absolutely have to, because it will pull the pages, and that little bit could be the one that doesn't quite stick right because of it. So I'm trying to keep them up straight instead of sideways, which is easier said than done for sure. That one's got nice. My shoulder ends up hurting. Now, by all means, you could do 1 or 2 pages and then use bottles to set it up to dry and then come back and do it. I'm not that person. I am not patient enough to do that. It about killed me to let this sit like 24 hours before I messed with it, so. Not to say that I did wait that long, but I waited pretty close. Overnight anyways, and it was pretty much dry. In fact, it was dry, and I added filled in some because I didn't get this technique down at first. I was doing it the way that I seen like bookbinding ones done, that don't use the press. And if you have a book press and you're like, oh, I'll use that, you can, but that's not gonna give you the same chunky monkey, loosey goosey mess, if you know what I'm saying. That will give you a clean, professional. Who wants that? We want yummy and ooey and chunky. Looks like it's been through 800 years, and yeah, that's what we want. I think this one's about done, guys. That's out. No worries, I have more. Okay, let's try to get. Now see how she. Oh, I can't use that. I can use that. Okay, I'm gonna use that to help keep it stable. I had another one. No, if that's gonna work or not. Because I really want it. There we go. There. Because we're coming to the nitty gritty. We really are. Of mine, anyways. Do I want to do it this way or do I want to do it like I had the other one? I think we're going to do it like I had the other one. I like that. But I'm going to do it like down here. There we go. Now we need more glue. Oh, I'm on my last hurrah, guys. I'm happy I didn't use all my glue. Because I have plans on doing, I have a couple more plans for similar, but I think I've got other ways to do it. And we're gonna play around with this type of journal, you know, gluing the spine in for a while, I think, to come. These are so hard to get. All right, now. I would recommend letting it. Ooh, that's already gluing. This is really icky, so I'm kind of screwed. Ugh, I don't want to put that up yet. I want to let the pages. Let's see. What I can do is kind of pushing on them a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this part. I hate doing that, but we're going to go ahead and glue it, this part up because it already has the glue on it, and I need to too. There. I'm just lightly rubbing. You don't have to like. Yeah. You're going to want several yummy pieces to keep in place. Where? No. Okay. There you go. Okay, keep it. Don't want them to. You're there just to keep it up. And you're going to leave it, guys, for over. Alright, guys, so I decided this will be the end of the first on the two-part series on how to make the journal. And the next part will be out tomorrow, so you don't have to wait a week or anything like that. That way you can make your journal while watching. So literally tomorrow when this is dry, I will film the next part. So there you go. Alright guys, I hope you are excited about this still. I know it's a little, it seems like it's hard. Don't let it be. Like I said, it's a messy, yummy journal that you're making. So make it for you. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow. Happiness to you. And of course, art it out. Bye guys.